Howdy y'all, I'm Alan Coffey and welcome to Driven to Know. Today we will explore how being driven to know can change our worldview. Today I'm recording on my cell phone because I was dissatisfied with how my laptop video turned out. So I hope that this will be better and easier to see and easier to hear. I wanted to start this channel, as I've pointed out before, because I know and appreciate personally the power of facts and truth to transform a person's worldview. The truth and facts can do this because facts are the basis of reality. And as the science fiction author Philip K. Dick so astutely observed, reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. And there's a lot of things that when you stop believing in them, they actually do go away. But reality is not like that. It persists no matter how much we wish it didn't at times. When we are able to strip away all that is not factual, not true, we are then exposed to the universe as it is revealed to our senses and our scientific instrumentation. How we see the world is less influenced by superstition, conspiracy theories, old wives' tales, and pseudoscience. Now, these belief systems, superstition, conspiracy theories, old wives' tales, and pseudoscience are pretty often based on what we want to be true, what we believe to be true, as opposed to what is actually true. Makes them very comforting and agreeable as opposed to the harsh glare of facts and truth. There's been many times in my life when what I believed and I wished were true just didn't fit with reality. And they just didn't go together. They just were not on the same page. They weren't the same thing. For instance, it would be very comforting to believe right now the COVID-19 pandemic isn't nearly as dangerous as medical professionals say it is. And I know there are a lot of people who are saying just exactly that. They are saying that it is not dangerous, it's not something to worry about, it's just the bad flu. However, whatever they want to believe about it, the facts don't bear this out. I personally know at least 3 people who have died from it. And I know many more who were sickened and have had a very difficult time with it. Some of them are still trying to get over it fully after months and months and months of difficult and disease-laden days. So, like it or not, COVID-19 is a dangerous pandemic disease that must be taken seriously. And obviously there's more evidence I could give for that. That's because this video is not about COVID-19, I'm not going to go into all the other stuff. Just suffice it to say that we can't ignore the facts just because they aren't comforting and they don't fit in to what we already believe or think about how the world works. And here's the rub. To be transformed by being driven to know, we will need to abandon ideas that we have always believed were true. And that is uncomfortable, scary, and very, very hard to do. Accepting facts means rejecting superstition, conspiracy theories, old wives' tales, and pseudoscience. Let me define what I mean by superstition, conspiracy theories, old wives' tales, and pseudoscience. Superstition is things like astrology. It's believing that if a black cat crosses your path, you're going to have, I forget how many years of bad luck. It's the idea that all the trees and the rocks and the dirt all have spirits that inhabit them and that you have to appease those spirits. Throwing salt over your shoulder, not stepping on cracks because you literally do not want to break your mother's back. Those things are all superstitious. Conspiracy theories are the idea that there's some agent out there, whether it's the government or space aliens or some other group that are controlling things that go on. whether it's the whole QAnon conspiracy we keep hearing about now, all the way to the idea that the government's run by reptilian, alien, human hybrid people. Those are conspiracy theories. Old wives' tales, those are things like ineffective remedies for disease. One of my favorite ones is the cut an onion up and put it in your socks and that's going to cure whatever your problem is. No, it doesn't cure anything. It just makes your feet stink. And then finally, pseudoscience is things like homeopathy that claim, oh my goodness, water has a memory. And that memory, the more you dilute the substance that's supposed to cure your disease, the more powerful it becomes. I'm sorry, homeopathy is pseudoscience. It's not going to cure anything. Pseudoscience can also be this idea of using magnets for everything under the sun. I used to know people who would try to sell me magnets to put in my shoes and wear on wristbands because it's going to cure your arthritis and your pain. Or people who believe that if you spray WD-40 on your knees, it'll make your knees stop hurting. That's pseudoscience and old wives' tales. These things are all very prominent and prevalent in our society. The fact that there's a horoscope section in virtually every newspaper speaks to the reach and power of pseudoscience and superstition. And conspiracy theories are all over the place as well. Flat earthers believe sincerely that NASA is involved with some kind of conspiracy theory to prevent people of Earth from knowing that the Earth is a flat disk, as opposed to what has been universally believed scientifically for the last, since before the rise of the Roman Empire, that the Earth actually is a globe. It's round, and it's, a three-dimensional, round, solid object, a globe or a sphere. And what we're going to do, though, in trying to deal with these things, is that in our next video, we will begin to look at what makes being driven to know so difficult to do. Because we're going to talk about our brains and other things that prevent us from engaging with reality and from having a personal relationship with reality. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, like and subscribe below. Also, if I'm going to pay the bills, please support me on PayPal in the link below. I'm A.T. Coffee, and I'm driven to know.